Hello, everybody. Welcome back here for another video. I am excited about this project. Now, normally we look for low cap projects. This is not a low cap project. Actually, it probably is in the category that it's in the magnitude of what is happening with this chain, and that is the Metis DAO. Now, this project been around since 2021. It's got an interesting background, interesting what it's trying to accomplish. But before we jump into that, I need to remind you, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not meant to be any type of financial advice. We're going to get into some details about the project, but the idea is to just give you enough information for you to say, hey, it does look interesting or it doesn't. If it does, do your own research, and then from there, you can make a decision whether you want to get involved. This is for educational and entertainment purposes. So with that, let me share my screen and let's jump in to Metis DAO. All right, so Metis DAO, $92.85. It's up 25% today. I guess I probably should have done this video about 2 days ago. Most of you are probably thinking, because maybe you could have done your own research and gotten involved. We can see that it has been on a rock and roll roller coaster here in the last 7 days. We can go out a month and we can see that a month ago, you could have picked this thing up for under 30 bucks. And of course, 1 year ago, it was really down there over the course of the summer of 2023. If we go to all time, we can look out here and see that this was launched here in early 2021 is the time frame that it shows here. I believe it launched really right about the time the bear market started, and it has developed and built through that entire time frame to finally get to the point where it's at right now. Now we can see that it is on the Ethereum chain, but it is also on the Metis Andromeda chain. So you can get it on either one of these chains. We're going to get into where you can go buy it if you want to buy on the native Metis chain, but you can also, of course, get it on Ethereum. It is on quite a few exchanges, but before we jump into that, let's look at the market cap. Scroll up here, $425 million for a full layer 2 chain. That's pretty cheap compared to some of the other chains that are out there on that side. We can see decent volume, over 50 million. We're used to dealing with ones that have 4, 10, 200,000 in volume on the other ones we've covered. This one, $50 million in volume. We can see that the total supply, 5,420. The circulating supply is just over 4 million. The total supply, though, the max supply is 10 million Metis right there. And it has right now currently a 931,000 or 931 million. We've been talking in thousands with the other projects. $931 million a fully diluted market cap. So let's jump down here and see why we still believe this project has a lot of room to run. First of all, it's available on Uniswap. Now, if you want to buy on the Andromeda direct Metis chain, probably the best place to get that is on, and I'll pull it up here in a second, NetSwap. This is the primary. It was built for the Metis chain, and that is NetSwap. So this is the one I would recommend that you go out and use to swap it. We're going to do a how-to video, which we'll put out in the next few days, that'll walk you through the process, how to get Metis, and then, of course, how to purchase some of the tokens and different projects that are on there, of course, after you do your own research, okay? So with that, let's jump over to, and of course, it's available on quite a few exchanges. Coinbase, it's available on MEXC, so it is available on almost just about all the centralized exchanges that are out there. So there's a lot of options to purchase the tokens, but we're going to show you how. Even crypto.com carries it on their exchange. So with that, let's jump over to Twitter and let's see what they've got going on there. Of course, I got to hit the follow button. I'm not following it yet. I do own the token, as all the tokens that we promote here. 158,000 followers, a great start there. And we can see that their pin post is from the 28th. If that single sequencer, oh, it went too fast for me to read it. You can come back and read it. Very soon, it says. So it looks like whatever this is promoting here, total network, well, we don't want to know what that is, but I guess this is going to stop it, right? So 1L2 will change all that. That's the Metis chain, and it says very soon there. So we can go through and you can read about this. Of course, this project's been around since 2021, so I'm sure there's a lot of information that is on here. Now, some of the interesting things, which we're going to go over to the website here in a second, there are some interesting things. This is not just a layer 2. So it accomplishes a couple things. One is low fees. 2 is fast transactions. 3 is high security. There's a fourth side, and that is native storage on it. So it is moving from what Ethereum has to using the security in the base of Ethereum, but moving. And a matter of fact, this project was actually forked off of the Optimism, right? So there's an Optimism fork, and it uses that optimistic roll up as the technology to reach the speeds and all the stuff that it's doing and all the cool stuff. Let's go through it. One thing I want to point out is their DeFi incentive campaign. Right now they have $5 million. So if you know of a project that you're excited about and you like it, you might want to say, hey guys, have you checked out Metis? Because they do have funds available to help build out and build their side of it. You can come down here, of course, and we'll show this in the how-to video and use the Metis bridge to bridge from Ethereum over to Metis on that side of it. You can go down here and read a lot about this project. Now, one of the goals of this project is to realize the initial, so Vitalik, when he started it, wanted Ethereum to be a DAC. Now, we've all heard of DAOs, Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, but basically Vitalik's first concept and idea was about a DAC, which is a Decentralized Autonomous Company. That's ultimately what Metis's goal is to become. So we can see that they've done over 10 million total transactions, 10 million blocks. They have 500,000 wallet addresses. The latest gas fee was a little over or a little under 3 cents, let's say. A minute ago was the last transaction, and they have 722.33 million total value locked. So the TVL is starting to move up and get into there. Of course, you guys know this is just a general. It would probably take us an hour to go through the entire site to be a part of it. I want to come down here to the ecosystem. This is pretty important. It already has an extensive ecosystem, including projects that are now building on it from other chains to native ones that are building on it, from DeFi to DEXs to infrastructure, you name it, people are involved with it, including chains like Layer 0, SushiSwap. There's just a whole host of projects that are building on it. And of course, with new projects and new things, the native ones that are building on here, there could be opportunity for airdrops and all kinds of stuff like that. So check out the chain. I believe it's close to or over 1,000 projects when you go through the whole ecosystem here, and you can check that out and you can get involved in all the different projects that are there. There is staking available with this, so you can go ahead and stake your Metis and you can earn more. So if you say, hey, I think in a year or 2 years, I think this thing will be X, and it's much greater than what it is right now, you can acquire the token and you can go stake it and, of course, grow your bags in that form or fashion. Before we go, though, I want to jump into a couple other things. This is a woman-founded project. So this is one of the co-founders here. I'm just going to say Elena because I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, Elena S. If you come down here, it's got a little bit about her. She's a software development guru and entrepreneur. Elena has an extensive background of developing enterprise software solutions for governments, law enforcement industry. She holds a Master of Computer Science degree, and her specialties are in blockchain, cybersecurity, full stack programming. In addition to her position as CEO of Metis DAO, Elena has also taken on opportunity to found and lead the Crypto Chicks organization, and she has made it a success in 56 countries. Now, she didn't do this by herself. Matter of fact, one of her co-founders in Crypto Chicks is Natalia Ameline. I guess that's how you pronounce her last name. I guess I should probably go check it out next time before I make a video. But Natalie is actually Vitalik's mom. And I think that's why you see them taking the original idea of the DAC, Decentralized Autonomous Company, and bringing it to focus. I have to say this. Look, if I built a company and there was a secondary part of it that was built and my mom had something to do with it, I'm a mama's boy, right? And I believe probably Vitalik is too. I think you've got to really want to say, I'm going to help mom's project be super successful. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not friends with Vitalik. I didn't have this conversation, but I would believe that he would really want to get behind this project and help push it. And think about it, it's an early chain, so it will have its first this or first that. And those are some of them. If you would have gotten involved with the first developments in some of the other chains, they've grown up and exploded into amazing things. So I believe that this has a ton of potential. One of the things too is, look, right now, crypto is a male dominant as far as projects go, especially. This is a great one that is led by females. We actually really believe in that. Right now, over 50% of our staff are women, and you're going to start hearing from them on some of our videos. But we believe that crypto is for everybody. It doesn't matter any of the other circumstances, right? It is for everybody. It is the people's crypto or people's currency, right? And so we believe that Web3 has to include everybody, and we love seeing a project that is led by women. All right, let's go over to DEX Tools. We can see here $433 million market cap, over $5 million in liquidity. There are 20,000 holders. Now, for a chain of this significance, 20,000 holders is not a lot, so it's still early in the game for that to go to hundreds of thousands. And of course, I believe eventually millions of holders. If we go down a little bit further, guys, 99 out of 99. So it's got a good grip on the score there on DEX Tools. I got to tell you guys, I believe that Metis DAO has the opportunity to be a significant player, a significant chain in this space, and it's early on in its adoption. It's got a lot of things going for it, right? So what I'm going to recommend you do is do your research, do your homework. We're going to put a video out in the next few days on how to acquire it, which you can do on some of the exchanges, but really how to engage in that. One of the things we're going to start tracking is if we can find projects that are going to be doing airdrops that are part of the Metis, the Andromeda network. So thank you for joining me today. If you like this content and you want to find more projects that are interesting and learn about them, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Once you do that, make sure you ring the bell so you get notified every time we come out with a new video. And if you like the video, hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. I want to thank you for joining us, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.